matchup, but he's actually going Sonic. I mean, we all know him for Sonic back in Smash 4, so it's very, very nice to see him bring it out again. He's been playing that Sonic a lot. It's done wonders. It actually beat Vars 2-0 for him to get into top 8. So let's see how Marvale is able to adapt to this.
The Sonic. I remember Skip talking to me about the Jakal Sonic, and I remember that tweet everyone's been talking about, where it's just like, wow, everyone's kind of picking the top tiers of this game. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's an inevitable thing. And as well as for a game that doesn't get like patches anymore, that's what should happen. So we'll have to see what Jakal is going to go ahead and try to do. Already starting off strong with both of them. Kind of coming on there. This matchup can be quite, I don't know. Volatile's too good of a word. Like, I mean, we've seen this matchup so many times where both characters can just really take it out on there. It's an even matchup, but we'll see what both players can do. Jakal showing off this Sonic, and Marvale already starting off strong as we continue on this winner's side semifinals on the bracket. But my goodness, still both of them just threatening with these moves left and right.
Yeah, and I was talking to this with a very familiar face in the New Jersey locals, McBob and Mateo, actually talking about this matchup, where Palutena does benefit off of just having all these active hitboxes, like auto reticle, really good tech by the way, and having these explosive lights out. And I mean, again, multi-hits are definitely going to help out neutralize spin dash from Sonic, but if you're able to just get in, kind of run in, get these hits off, and read out your opponent, it's super difficult to hit your opponents with those very, very active hitboxes. But finally, Marvale hitting one of those with the up air, taking that first stock. So kind of even, but not really, because Jakal is in the hot seat right now against Marvale.
Yeah, some real good stuff as we continue this aggression, and Jakal gonna go ahead and continue stacking the damage, trying to get an instant double jump into a follow-up with that platform. Real good stuff. Got the read, but not the correct option, unfortunately. So Marvale gonna go ahead and just keep on getting hit. Thankfully, avoids the setup with the spin dash into that fair, so has to play real safe. But Jakal just kind of comfortably saying, I can just go ahead and just keep playing back. My shield may be awfully small, but this lead's continued to get bigger and bigger. Yikes.
Because Marvale isn't hitting a lot of his reads, and just in general, a lot of his moves, despite me talking about how big they are, how active they are. And Jakal's hitting his own right now at 75% unanswered from Marvale, as Jakal looks to close out the stock as soon as possible, because you don't want to let a Palutena gain any traction, let alone Marvale, who has beaten Mateo today in the Ditto, I think, 2-0 to get into winner's side. Right now, it's looking like it doesn't really matter, because Marvale's kind of getting choked out. Finally getting some breathing space, but only so much more time before he loses that stock. Speaking of losing that stock, Jakal a little bit too antsy with that forward air. He gets punished for it.
I mean, you saw that cheeky little smile. Jakal knew it was an overextension, but it would have been great if it landed. And that's all that really matters in Jakal's book. As going to go ahead and just kind of keep on playing safe, just threading out there, not even going for the grab at this point, knowing you just have such a big lead. Playing with that footsies, Jakal's just like, wow, this character has so much speed. Why can't one of the characters have this as well as going for the spring, trying to get that nair out of shield, but great parry instead as a defensive response to the aggression and the forward tilt. The footsies perfectly played as Jakal to go ahead and continue using this spring. And wow, perfectly cuts off the recovery from Palutena. Great stuff by Jakal.
Yeah, that was just amazing edge guarding right there from Jakal. Just reading out a lot of these different options that Marvale is throwing out. Like, he's throwing a lot of short hop, like, aerials, and Jakal is kind of just waiting for those moves to end, punish the end lag, and really, you know, get a nair, get a forward, and all that stuff. And he was able to read those teleports as well. That's just really that top player mentality, just waiting your opponent out right there, just walking back, and then going for the F-tilt, and then just setting up for this forward air right there. Such a clean, you know, setup from Jakal. We go to FD. His Lucario's out. Okay, Marvale showing off his true colors right now. The character he's played from the beginning, his most well-cultured character, I may say.
You're making him sound like he's a closeted furry. That's crazy. True colors, picking out Lucario. Nah, me personally, Marvale, I would not let that slide. But at the same time, once again, Lucario is going to be out on there on Final Destination. We'll have to see how it kind of works out. We all know, like, True, well, I mean, Ubel as well, able to show off exactly what the Lucario can do. I was pleasantly surprised because this character is not something that I really see too often, but my goodness, it's already not looking too well as the damage continues stacking up. But at the same time, keep in mind, able to kind of continue on that forward. Oh, wow, missing it, but the down smash, too much lag. on the up special. So Marvale gonna go ahead and get their stock taken, and yeah, you get a little more aura to deal with, but at the same time, this is not what you want. When wow, the frame did it good enough for Jakal to get out.
Oh, yeah, I think Marvale's doing really, really good with this Lucario. You talked about how, obscure and how rare this character is to see, not only in New Jersey, just in the world in general. Of course, you have Armadillo, you have Uval that we mentioned, but Marvale, I mean, he's definitely using this matchup and experience to his advantage, getting that double Aura Sphere into that back air. Such a good combo, and a very consistent one that a lot of good Lucarios are able to hit. So, I mean, the more damage you rack up, the more, the more power you're going to pack in your punches, but too much damage and you might die. I mean, Sonic is a super strong character despite, kind of just not being able to kill usually.
And wow, great usage of the Aura Sphere cancel. Go ahead and do as much as you can, but Jakal getting the 1-2 hits, getting that poke damage as well. The Aura Sphere cancel is continuing to go ahead and break Marvale out, trying to get off that defense, a little bit of that damage. Wow, a raw forward smash. Jakal could care less.
Yeah, Marvale's jumping very, very often, and Jakal has been doing super well to scout it out almost every single time, and get an F tilt, get an F smash, anything really to send Marvale off stage into disadvantage. But trying to read a roll, a little bit overzealous with that, and Marvale kind of getting a little bit too desperate to find this kill. Oh, good back air! And maybe this FD choice isn't that bad.
No desperation needed. My goodness, Marvale doing amazing stuff, but because of that dash attack and its weird properties actually crossed up on that shield, and Marvale was not ready for continuing with these Aura Sphere cancels and as well as that down air to kind of continue on this momentum. But Jakal getting hit up for a little bit of damage. Great little 1-2 and a 4th hit. A combo, great stuff, and Marvel needs to continue to make this happen. The current trend is that Jakal always takes the stock first, and if you want to break out of that cycle, Marvel's got to make this happen. Aura Sphere connects. I love that read, and a down smash threatening, so Jakal has to take a different approach to the manner, but who gives a damn when Sonic forward smash covers all?
Yeah, that move literally, hits me from, the other side of the freaking country. It's absolutely crazy. But Marvale was showing that his Lucario still, it's still there. We all know him for his Palutena, of course, more recently. But, I mean, who's Lucario is super good. Again, that's really the character that he's predominantly played on the online scene. So, for him to have that character variety, especially with obscure matchups, that's going to help him out a lot more should he, work on kind of just not jumping a little bit too much, because every time he approached, Jakal was able to call it a punish, and that's really what got Marvale to die so much and take so much damage. So, fair play to Jakal for reading out his opponents so well.
Yeah, real good stuff, but at the same time, Rava showing out those excellent confirms that, I haven't seen in such a long time. Like, double Aura Sphere cancel and to jump back. Even Jakal had to smile and shrug. Saying, yeah, you got me.
It's a clean combo. I'm gonna be honest. Even if I get hit by that, I'm just gonna be hella impressed. But again, the sheer power, and I mean, how light is Lucario, if you know by chance?
I think one of the on the liar side can go ahead.
Yeah,
look that one up.
He died pretty early against Sonic or against Jakal really, and I mean, unfortunately, of course, I think the FD choice, although it was good, definitely played in favor for Sonic. Just, not having to worry about platforms at F Smash. Absolutely crazy to get that 2 frame. So, fair play to Jakal with another 2-0, and that increases his win rate against Marvale up to 4-0. So, I mean, quite the winners finals that we have on deck for you guys. Jakal versus Marcus. I mean, how are you feeling so far, Wolfie?